What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy John Wall for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got a reaction from Team Usyk on the John Fury headbutt gate situation, and it's honestly, I like Krasiuk. He's like his words are, the way he pies people off, it's subtle. It's not like the McGregor, the McTapper, or the Tyson Fury show where it's vulgar. These are the bars I enjoy these bars more. They're more, it's like the old McGregor. In McGregor in 2013, his bars were like, they weren't like corny and vulgar. They just hit, and that's what Krasiuk does here. So let's listen to it anyway. The bars here from Alexander's manager / promoter, I believe.
Which came first, which came second, and which was the kickoff?
First was with the guy with the head of our security, Andre, the guy with the head. So he tried.
They were like back and forth, like pushing like dogs.
Didn't work well. Yeah. So John went away, and then he noticed the smaller guy, and he hit him with a foot.
Oh man! So my internet was bugging, but essentially, Krasiuk. I did a video yesterday covering the 2 headbutt incidents. John Fury pulls up on a dude, older dude, which is, we now know from Krasiuk is Team Usyk's head of security. And Krasiuk says John Fury tried it with him, didn't go too well. So then John Fury, and I said this today, I didn't see this video first. Today I told you, John Fury posted up there and scoped out, because even that guy with a hat on, he looked old. Yeah? Each time John Fury is the aggressor, all they're doing is chanting Usyk, Simon Jordan. Yeah, that's not a crime. That doesn't give you a right to headbutt someone. They weren't doing too much. They was doing what every fan would do. If I was like that, if I felt I need to go to a fight, yeah, and I was backing someone, I don't know, let's say Crawford versus Carrot Top. Yeah? If I had some coin in my pocket and I wasn't broke as a joke, I might go to Carrot Top versus Canelo. And you best believe I'm going to be telling people, hey, that's going to be Carrot Top's ass. Do you understand? We don't need to fight about it. Usyk and Fury are going to fight. Yeah? That's between them. But John Fury has to make it about him. Anyway, Krasiuk points out that John Fury didn't go too well with the head of security. Yeah? John Fury then scopes out the smallest guy he could. I believe it, people. In my last video I said, do you know how statistically hard it is? Probabilistically. Do you know how hard it is to find someone 5'5"? Find a man 5'5"? 100%. It's like 1 in 10 tops. So you have to literally go out of your way. It's not an average. You don't have an average chance of finding someone 5'5". And I've heard as well, like Europeans, that they tend to be taller. Maybe it's more the Nordics, but anyway, like 5'8", 5'9", 5'9", really. So to find someone 5'5", you have to actually be going out of your way. For example, at the gym, yeah, I can go a whole day and not see a dude 5'5". It's not likely. John Fury, he find them because he a predator. He's not a goer. A goer says, hey, anyone will get it. Anyone in my sight will get it. I remember there was a guy around in my town, Northampton, yeah, and he was like one of the early grime guys. This must have been 15, 20 years ago. Anyway, his dad, yeah, was a true goer. His dad used to go on, there's a place called Bridge Street in Northampton. It's where the pubs and clubs are. Anyway, his dad must have been off the sniff, yeah, and he went on a mad one. And he was just terrorising everyone. The police came and he was dashing them. Now, I'm not saying that's good behaviour, but ultimately, that's someone who's a goer. He don't care if you're a federal agent. He don't care if you got a badge. He just want it with anyone who come near me trying to have it. Yeah, I respect that. More than this. Sitting there with your big ass. Oh, he's small. He cute. Where are they doing that at? And Krasiuk points it out again, and the way he does it, it's got I'm not sure what you'd call it. Is it tongue in cheek? But he does it in a way where it's not a blatant, oh John, you picked on a smaller man. It's just it's a subtle violation. Yeah, he doesn't highlight the significance that the guy was smaller. He just kind of drops it in there like a big oopsie. Oops. John found the smallest man in the world. Oops. you take from that what you will. He lets the viewer decide. He lets the viewer come to their own conclusions. He doesn't have to make a scene. Make it like, I don't know. In comedy, I believe there's something about that where if someone says something like a joke, like knock knock, who's there? It's a bit dead, isn't it? But when you set things up, the good comedians, they set things up and it kind of just hits you like, oh shit, yeah. But anyway, that's what I think Krasick has. And he often does it anyway. Listen. Again. Oh, the violation, people. The internet is violating man right now.
With the head of our security, Andre, the guy with the hat.
Okay.
So he tried.
They were like back and forth, like like pushing like dogs.
Didn't work well. So John went away, and then he noticed the smaller guy, and he hit him with a foreign, and got cut.
And the kid got cut as well.
Oh, he hit him. He found the smaller guy and hit him, and then he drops in there as well, and he got cut. You either get it or you don't. Like, these are violatory bars. Yeah, these are the best bars to violate someone. It's just putting it out there like that. Like, you ain't doing too much. You're not overplaying it. It's just dread for John. Because for anyone who didn't know, yeah, that's what happened. He's not lying about it. He did. John found the smallest guy he could and wanted to be super aggressive with him. Bottom line.
Stanislav, well, a little bit, but he was not bleeding like John. So it's like 1-0 to Usyk team.
Oh, yeah, it sounded... I didn't see no blood on Stanislav, all due respect. I didn't see nothing on him. That's tell the truth. I saw John there tapping his head with a tissue leaking in pain. That's what I did see. I didn't see Stanislav doing all that. I ain't gonna lie to you. And he was the one who was assaulted. So, and even then, when Krasick concedes, yeah, Stanislav may have had a little bit of blood. He then drops in there again with great comedic effect, but he was not leaking like John was. yeah, he might have had a little bit of, he might have had some wear and tear, but he wasn't leaking like John was. You know what I mean? Just underpinning the things I've been saying. John Fury is not structurally sound. Yeah, his chin, good for nothing, wafer. His skin, good for nothing, wafer. Some people have fighting skin. Yeah, they go their whole career and never get cut. John Fury only has to look at someone and his body starts giving away. Yeah, the stress the situation is in, he just starts melting down. That's how you can be knocked out. It's not people. Do you know how hard it is to be knocked out by a rangefinder? It's extremely rare to be knocked out in the early rounds of a fight with a rangefinder. Almost impossible, scientifically speaking. Who do you know being knocked out with a jab? We don't know. Yeah, but John Fury, not even a jab though. It wasn't even like a way he drilled a jab. It was a whoop, touched him, paw. It was a paw. He pawed him, kept the range, and John Fury on his back, spark out. If you watch the Black Skellington, Henry Akinwande, when he knocked John Fury spark out with a rangefinder, Akinwande is like, what? This guy knocked spark out. I didn't even touch him yet. I was pawing for the right hand to ding that in, and he already knocked out.
When Usyk heard about it, has he seen the video? He must have.
Yeah. He saw the video. He said, don't mess with my guys. It's too dangerous. The one who comes with the sword will die from the sword.
And lastly, I'm not sure I'll play it. I'll just kind of highlight it. Krasick initially, when he heard that, or initially all he saw was John Fury's head leaking. And immediately Krasick goes over there and says to John, oh, I'm sorry, I apologise, and whatever. And then he sees the video and he sees that his man wasn't the one, because he assumed, oh, John Fury's leaking. John Fury's in a medical emergency right now. So most people would assume, okay, if my opponent's team are in a medical emergency, it's probably one of my team that caused it. Not knowing that, no, John he is high risk. Yeah? He's a high risk individual, medically speaking. Yeah? Anything go wrong with him. He could have all due respect, he could have a heart attack. We don't even know. Understand? He look like the guy greasy looking, right? Not the healthiest individual. So Krasick sees John Fury having a medical episode. Yeah? And he, oh, sorry people, what can I do to you? Should I get you some, should I call some medical assistance? Yeah? And what that shows is that Krassik's a good person. Do you understand? Like, he's not Shane Fury. Shane Fury sees his dad acting like a goofball and just jumps on the bandwagon. Yeah? It's like someone who's... We've seen it before. Someone knocks someone out and then other dudes jump around and start kicking them. It's like, who does that? Dogs. So even when Usyk... Well, even when Krasik and Usyk's team, they weren't in the wrong, they were the victims as such, they're still trying to be good people. I'm not a hippie, yeah, who try and say everyone needs to sing Kumbaya, but it shows you the character. And I got a video coming tomorrow. Usyk's already talked about it and kind of slagged John Fury off. John Fury is supposed to be a granddad, a great knocking on for a great granddad in another 5 years or whatever, literally. Tyson Fury's daughter probably going to be banged up, right? So you're knocking on to be a great granddad, and you're acting this way, and you're a man of God. Do you understand? So yeah, salute to Team Usyk. And based on this, I said in my last video, but based on this, I hope that Usyk wins. That's the truth. I hope Usyk clean this guy clock. In that respect, I'm still going to bet on Fury because I think that a fight's a fight, right? It don't matter if I politically and respectfully, I'd prefer Usyk to win. Now, I'm not going to be mad if Usyk wins. I've already said if Usyk wins, yeah, he's the greatest fighter, heavyweight fighter of all time, pound for pound, if that makes sense. And that doesn't mean could Lennox Lewis have beat him, maybe, but at that point, it's like, well, who else does he need to beat? I still would like him to beat a prime AJ though. Or I'd like to see him fight AJ a third time, and I think he would. He's got nothing else going on. What's he going to do? Fight Hergovic? For what? So if Usyk beats Fury and then beats AJ who's pinging, I think he's the best heavyweight of all time. I don't know how you could argue otherwise, if I'm honest. Because, all due respect, Lennox got caught twice, right? He got knocked spark out twice, so, you know what I'm saying? Oops, that makes sense. If Usyk beats Fury and beats AJ again, and don't get knocked spark out, and beats someone like a Zhang and a Wilder, and never gets knocked spark out, how can you say Lennox is better than Usyk? I struggle, I'm sorry, I do. I just struggle to say that. Because, again, that carries a premium to me. Never being knocked down in your professional career and never being knocked out, they carry weight. So for a man to come from cruiserweight, Holyfield came from cruiserweight and was juiced, he got knocked down a whole bunch of times. So if Usyk goes his whole career, beats Wilder, beats Zhang, beats Fury, beats AJ, and then never knocked down and never knocked out, and Lennox Lewis been knocked out twice, I struggle to see how you can say that he's not better. So yeah, on that basis, I'm happy either way. We're potentially seeing the best heavyweight of all time, essentially, if Usyk beats Fury. And from a respect point of view, I respect Usyk much more than Fury. But that's not how fights are fought. Fights aren't fought on respect. Fights are fought on who's bigger, who's better. And even if we say Usyk is as good as Fury, which I believe he probably is, pound for pound, but throw 40 pounds in there, throw 10 inches of reach in there, throw 3 inches, 4 inches of height in there. Do you know, even if Usyk's a 9 out of 10 fighter and Fury's 8 out of 10, when you've got 40 pounds and 10 inches of reach and 3 inches of height, it's just hard. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%, no doubt about it. Stop it.